There's a rumor in hip-hop that never made headlines, not because it wasn't big, but because it was too dangerous. It's about a rapper you know, a catalog you've heard, lyrics you've probably quoted, and an open secret that stayed buried until his body stopped working. I want to be clear before we go any further. Nobody in this story is on record. Nobody is suing. Nobody is naming names. Because even now, people are still scared. Hip-hop doesn't just run on talent. It runs on favors, silence, and consequences. And for nearly a decade, there was one man who understood that better than anyone. Every star has a come-up, battle rap clips, mixtape-era hunger, years of rejection. Except him. No viral freestyles, no regional buzz, no legendary grind story. He just arrived, with albums that sounded like they were written by 5 different elite pens, but credited to one man. Industry people noticed early, because the bars were too layered, too precise, too emotionally specific. One A&R reportedly asked, "Who's really writing this?" The answer came back simple: "Don't worry about it." He didn't DM, didn't email. He showed up, and not like a fan. Late nights at studios, parking garages after listening sessions, outside restaurants where executives ate regularly, always polite, always calm, always with backup. No yelling, no theatrics, just information, home addresses, family schedules, places people didn't realize they were being watched. One songwriter allegedly said the phrase that stuck with him was, "I don't need your credit, I need your time." At first, people laughed it off, until it happened again and again. Producers being walked to cars, rappers being cornered alone, phones quietly placed on tables, playing recordings nobody remembered consenting to. The violence wasn't loud, that's why it worked. Broken ribs that were blamed on gym accidents, bruises hidden under hoodies, sessions that lasted all night because nobody felt safe leaving. No contracts, no paper trail, just survival. Years later, patterns emerged. A lyricist known for wordplay suddenly goes silent. A superstar's sound changes overnight. A producer relocates with no explanation. One source claimed a multi-platinum artist locked himself in a bathroom while his team handled the situation. Another allegedly wrote verses from memory, afraid to bring notebooks that could later be used against him. Still, no names, because everyone involved had too much to lose. You might ask, why not go to the police? Because hip-hop history is messy. Old cases, old affiliations, old mistakes. And when the threat is quiet, and the music keeps coming, it's easier to pretend nothing happened until it stopped. Then he vanished. No rollout, no press, no farewell tour, just whispers. A neurological condition, sudden, debilitating, loss of motor control, difficulty speaking. In some versions, complete immobilization. The man who once controlled rooms couldn't control his own body, and that's when people exhaled. Anonymous interviews surfaced. Livestream comments disappeared. Blind items hinted at truths nobody confirmed. That pen was never his. If y'all knew, you'd be sick. Some legends ain't legends. But nobody crossed the final line, because revealing the truth wouldn't just expose him. It would expose everyone who stayed silent. Here's the uncomfortable part. The music still exists. It shaped careers, influenced generations, soundtracked lives. So what happens if the truth comes out? Do we erase it, contextualize it, ignore it? Or do we admit that hip-hop, like any industry, has monsters it protects as long as the product sells? I'm not here to accuse anyone. I'm here to ask a question. If this story is true, why does everyone seem to be thinking of the same person? And what does it say that even now, Nobody feels safe saying his name.